Ken Surfs here with another shave video. Well, it's Wednesday. Election's over in the United States. Half the country's pissed off, half the country's happy. So, if you're wondering how I feel, first of all, I'm from California, so it didn't matter how I voted. California, 55 electoral votes went straight to Hillary Clinton. So, if you're pissed off that Hillary lost, don't blame California, all right? If you're happy that Trump won, be happy. So, that's all I'll say on that one. But I want to do a video today because I was reading one of the comments on my last video, and it was a good question, a good comment. And it said, Ken, if you were going to do a shave with products you could find like in a supermarket or a CVS or a Vons or something, what would you use? And that's a darn good question. And I actually, believe it or not, I was over at the 99-cent store and they had Personas at the 99-cent store for 5 blades. And I've actually loaded one into my Merkur long handle. And I was at, where was it? Rite today. And they had Hagen Shavesoap for under $5. So I had bought some a little while ago just to try it, and I still had a puck. So I put it into the old vintage shave mug here. And they had both of these at the Rite Aid. But man, I prefer this one. I really like that skin bracer, as you can tell. So those products you can find at a supermarket. And the reason he asked, he said, in case you're traveling and you run out of stuff. I know my father-in-law, he went traveling. He flew somewhere. When he got there, he brought his razor and everything, forgot his blades. So he had to go into a pharmacy or a drugstore, and he ended up finding some blades, and it worked out good for him. He brought it, like I said, brought his razor, but forgot his blades. So I'm going to use those products today, and I won't use any pre-shave, because maybe you forgot that too, and I don't know if you can quite find pre-shave out there. So let me get set up, and I'm going to use, I assume you brought your brush and didn't forget it. I'm just going to use my Boar brush today with that Hagen soap, and we'll see how it does. But that was a good question, and thanks for asking. All right, well, I've got that wet my face a bit. That stuff lathered up good. Doesn't really have a smell, but did lather good. So let's try it. So much controversy about this election. It reminds me of, I was in college, 1980, and Ronald Reagan had just won the election. It was in November of 1980, and I was at college taking a science class, and it was one of those science classes that you see, that a big forum, hundreds and hundreds of seats, and the teacher, or professor, Richard Rowe. I remember him because he talked like suffering succotash. He got up on that stage and he about had a nervous breakdown. I mean, looking at the students saying, "Do you know what you've done? Do you know what you've done?" And he's having this nervous breakdown. And it was the end of the world that Reagan had won the election to him. And it turned out it wasn't. But I know a lot of people are reacting like that now. But that memory stays with me. All right. Pass one. That was probably the last time I saw a map of the United States with so much red states going to the Republican, was back then in that election. So much nasty stuff on Facebook too. Man. Man, this blade works good. So far. right, and the goatee's growing in for Movember. Someone said, I think it was somebody from England, they said, why don't you grow a beard or a mustache? That's how we do it here. And it's because of my work. I have had to compromise. But I'm growing it to make people aware to get checked out for cancer. Okay? So again, my public service message, if you're a guy, even a girl, go get checked out. Do routine checkups. See, it's better to find stuff early. You see me, I've got all these scars from going to the skin doctor and finding that basal skin cancer or pre-cancer. So it's better to get rid of it. Better to find out you have stuff. Not always the most pleasant experience to go to the doctor to get some of those checkups, but better safe than sorry. My cousin was married to a lady, and I think I'm telling the story right, but she didn't want to go get the colonoscopy. Put it off for years after she turned 50. Years and years and years. And then she got ill. Turns out, there was cancer in the colon and it spread and she passed away. And I'm not trying to sound doom and gloom, but, preemptive. Go get checked out. All right. That's my speech for the day. Been out in the sun, so I do have a little color. Not as bad as when I usually use this camera. Now I'm going to use this skin bracer because I like it. It's got a great smell, been around forever. Oh man, absolutely fantastic. And I actually go bowling tonight, so, I'm good that I am on a league. I'm glad I took a shave. I love this stuff so much, I'm going to hit it one more time. Now I do smell like a supermarket. But that's the type of things you could find in a supermarket. The blade worked good. The soap worked good. So there is stuff out there you can find in a pinch. A lot of us have, better products, but hey, this stuff still works. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. And we're halfway through the week. So until next time, it's Ken Surf saying good night.